Yo, so if you clicked on this video, I know exactly why you're here. You want to be better. You want to get ahead of the competition. You don't want to be average anymore. And you don't want to be like everybody else, and I understand it. In today's economy, you see these people on social media who are ultra successful. They have everything you could only dream of, but you don't have it yet, right? You have no clue how to get it, but you know you want to work hard. And listen, I've been in that position, and a lot of people are in a similar position to you, but they don't tell you, right? They only share the wins and successes on social media, so you don't feel good about yourself, right? You see yourself making $100 a day working a regular job, yet you see these people making 10,000 bucks in a single day. So of course you're not going to feel good. But you know, the truth is, in success and in life, you have to stick to yourself, right? You have to be on your own journey and own path. If you're too worried about someone else and their journey, you're going to get caught up in this loop, and it's not good. You want to stay away from it completely. And I try my best to. Occasionally it's good to, compare yourself and see where you are in the marketplace inside, your competition. But in general, you want to stay away from comparing yourself to others. And I'm sure you've heard the saying, comparison is the thief of joy. And it's 100% true. If you keep comparing yourself to these people online, or you keep seeing these people who are below, not below you, but, in progress wise, not doing as well as you or as well as some other people, of course you're not going to feel good, or you might feel better. It's just a weird mix of emotions that you need to stay completely away from. So there's this one trick that I use to completely rewire my brain and mindset into believing and only focusing on myself. And here's how it goes. So basically, if you're comparing yourself to others online consistently, like every single day, you have to ask yourself this one question. And what it is do you even see these people, right? These people technically don't even exist in your realm, in your, I like to call it server, right? Like a Minecraft server. Like, do these people even exist? No, you don't see them. You don't hear of them. The only thing you see is pixels on a screen of another person, right? And so when you think about it that way, because you'll most likely never see these people in your life, right? Andrew Tate, all these guys who are just doing absolutely amazing, right? You'll never see them in your life. They don't affect your life. And the only way they do is, like I said, pixels on a screen. So if you could stay away from that and just realize that nobody gives a fuck about these people, and you shouldn't either, just monumentally achieve 10 times quicker. It's a snowball effect. And when I was first starting my businesses 3 years ago, at 16 years old, I had no clue what I was doing, right? But I kept comparing myself to these people online. I kept seeing just these guys who were my age, ultra successful, doing what, like I said, I could only dream of. And I had no clue how to get there. And the only way I did, right? And I'm nowhere near where I want to be, right? I'll never be satisfied. I don't think anybody will. But, I found a middle ground in between my life and success. I know that I'm on the journey, and that the work I'm doing now, right, these YouTube videos, everything that I'm doing, documenting my journey, it will pay off in the end. But I don't give a fuck about money. Money is it's just a tool for freedom, right? Of course that's important. But if you're too focused on the money, you won't achieve what you want to achieve in life. If you want to be successful in life, you have to steer clear from focusing on the money. If you want to be successful, there's this one tip that I can give you inside business. And that's that if you want to own a successful business and make a fuck ton of money, I'm talking millions upon millions of dollars, you have to find a business model that you love, something that you absolutely love and have insane passion for, rather than just finding the money, right? There's a lot of businesses where you can just get in and get out and make some money, but it doesn't fulfill you, right? You don't enjoy working. You don't enjoy doing the things that you are continuously doing every single day. So of course, you're not going to make as much money. If you think a guy like Elon Musk is really worried about the money, you're completely wrong. He loves building things. He likes taking rockets into the sky. He likes building electric cars. And that's the reason he's a multi-billionaire. And anybody can do it, right? It really just comes down to how bad you want it. But like I said, in tying back into earlier in this video, you can't compare yourself to people online. And if you want to get ahead, you have to do something you're passionate about, and you have to stay consistent with it. Consistency is key. Anyone who's successful, anyone who's ultra wealthy, anything you want to call it, you have to stay consistent. It's the most important thing in your life, whether it be the gym, meeting up with family members, going on a nighttime walk like I'm not doing right now. As you guys can see, I'm in sandals. It's almost 11 p.m. on a Thursday night. I'm just casually riding on my Segway, filming this video. And did I really want to do this? Partially, not really, but I decided to get up and go do it simply because it needs to be done. I needed to make a video this week, and that's what I'm out here doing, and I'm providing value for you guys. So if you're watching this, I appreciate you. Hope you learned something from my videos, If you're not already subscribed, just subscribe real quick, leave a like. I appreciate it. It means the world to me. And with that being said, you have to do something now, right? There's no waiting. The successful people that you could keep comparing yourself to might be successful. They might be lying to you. Who knows? But one thing I can tell you is the real successful people, they're moving at insanely quick speeds. The amount of things that they get done in one day is the things you are probably doing in 2 weeks, right? These people move insanely quick, including me. And that's the reason I've achieved some success at just 18 years old. And I'm not saying this to brag, but I'm saying this to show you what's ultra possible. And the truth is, it's anything. Anything you want in this life, you can achieve. But you have to, like I said, stay consistent, do something you love, which I love creating content. I've been creating content ever since I was a kid, and it's just something that I love. I love providing value on the internet. I love potentially changing people's lives, which I've done for multiple people. You know, my consulting company, changing people's lives, documenting my journey on social media, and quite literally making an impact in this world. And you know, if I could come on here and just impact a few people on this earth, then I've completed my mission, right? That's all I want to do, is I want to leave an impact. I want my name to be remembered, and I hope you do too, right? And you absolutely can. And I'm sure a lot of you guys who are watching this video were in similar positions to me 3 years ago, right? You're in high school or you're in college, you know, between the ages of 15, 25 on average, and you don't know what you want to do, right? You have no clue what you want to do, but you know you want to work hard. You know you want to become successful. You know you're destined for more, but you just have no idea how you're going to get there. And to be honest, I was there not too long ago, right? And the only way I got out of it was doing the most uncomfortable thing ever, right? Which is going out and knocking on people's doors. If you were to tell me 3 years ago that knocking on some doors, selling window cleaning, building an online business were to get me to the point where I am today, I would have told you that you're crazy. And, you know, it's absolutely insane to just be out here in nature, right? If you're stuck in life and you have no clue what you want to do, like I said, get out in nature. I'm telling you, the thoughts that will come to your mind, and you need to be alone, right? Go be alone, get in nature, and I'm telling you, the thoughts that come to you are just absolutely insane. Like, guys, does it get much better than this, right? This is just an absolutely beautiful, it's kind of nostalgic, right? I grew up in this neighborhood. I got crickets chirping, if that's what you want to call it. It's just absolutely insanely aesthetic and nostalgic. And so guys, if you're watching this video and there's anything you want me to talk about, right? Whether it be sales, you know, being a better person, being the best version of yourself, you don't want me to answer it, honestly, I will, right? That's all I want to do on here, right? Is just provide value for you guys, change lives, most importantly, make entertaining content. I know this isn't the most entertaining of content, but truly it's just how I feel, right? I needed to get this out because I know that it could potentially change someone's life. And so if that is what I'm doing, then I'm satisfied, right? So with that being said, guys, we'll see you in the next one. I've got a pretty entertaining video coming up this next little bit. It's gonna be good. So stay tuned, click subscribe. We'll see you guys in the next one. Let's get it.